Tensions are rising between Greenland and the US after Prime Minister Friedrik Nielsen rejected Donald Trump's push to take control of the island, saying Greenland would rather stay a part of Denmark than become part of the US.
Grønland vil ikke ejes af USA.
Greenland does not want to be owned by the USA. Greenland does not want to be governed by the USA. Greenland will not be part of the USA.
Vi vælger det Grønland, vi kender i dag, og som en del af kongeriget Danmark.
We choose the Greenland we know today, which is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Now we are faced with a geopolitical crisis, and if we have to choose between the USA and Denmark, here and now, we choose Denmark. We choose NATO. We choose the Kingdom of Denmark. We choose the EU.
Tiden er ikke inde til interne diskussioner og splittelse.
This is not the time for internal discussions and division. This is the time to stand together and build on the community we know and we want.
Vi kender, og til det, vi ønsker.
Trump responded, dismissing the leader of Greenland's remarks.
On Greenland, sir, the premier of Greenland said today, we prefer to stay with Denmark. Do you see that as the final word?
Who said that?
The premier of Greenland.
Well, that's their problem. That's their problem. I disagree with him. I don't know who he is, don't know anything about him, but that's going to be a big problem for him.
The rebuke comes after Donald Trump didn't mince his words about his plans to take over Greenland.
If we don't take Greenland, Russia or China will, and I'm not letting that happen. If we don't take Greenland, Russia or China will take Greenland, and I am not going to let that happen.
Is there any deal they can offer you? Either like
Yeah, sure, I'd love to make a deal with them. It's easier. But one way or the other, we're going to have Greenland.
He continued, saying Greenland needs to take a deal with the US because their defenses are not up to scratch.
I haven't done that, but Greenland should make the deal because Greenland does not want to see Russia or China take over. They don't go there. It's very far away from Greenland. And Greenland, basically, their defense is 2 dog sleds. Do you know that? You know what their defense is? 2 dog sleds.
But The Economist geopolitical editor David Rennie blasted Trump on the BBC, saying his reasons for taking Greenland don't make sense.
David Rennie, do you think the US is going to take over Greenland?
Well, I think it was quite interesting that you gave the former ambassador to Denmark for Donald Trump an opportunity to explain why taking Greenland would be a good and legitimate thing to do, and she didn't answer that question, right? She dodged it. She wanted to talk about Venezuela, and I think that's because the arguments that we've heard from Donald Trump for taking Greenland make no sense. He says they're not keeping it safe from Russia and China. America has the right, under a treaty going back to just after World War II, to have as many military bases and as many American troops on Greenland tomorrow as it wants. They used to have 17 bases. They closed 16. They could reopen them. So that's not the right argument. He then says they have critical minerals that we need. The Greenland government has been offering American companies the right to open mines and develop critical minerals. They don't need to invade Greenland to have American troops defend Greenland. They don't need to invade Greenland to get the critical minerals.
And Trump's latest planned takeover is not going down well with his international colleagues. Ex-NATO General Mikhail Yakovlev sent a blunt warning to Trump regarding the relationship between the US and Europe moving forward.
La fin de l'OTAN. C'est la fin de l'OTAN, oui. Par définition. Alors, nous ne ferons pas la guerre aux États-Unis parce qu'on n'a pas les moyens de faire la guerre aux États-Unis. Comme un enfant face à un parent toxique, on est pris par surprise. Ça, c'est clair. En revanche, ils voulaient le Groenland. On les met dehors de Ramstein, de Naples. Vous rentrez chez vous. Vous n'avez plus un bateau.
Qui les mettra dehors?
Nous.
Vous croyez ça? Vous croyez que les Italiens vont dire allez, vous partez les bases d'Aviano, etc.
Si l'OTAN s'arrête et que Trump nous parle comme ça, il est temps de parler aux avocats et de parler divorce. Je veux dire, faut qu'on arrête là.
And Trump is even facing opposition from the US media, with Jon Stewart mocking the president on The Daily Show.
Why do we have to take over Greenland?
If we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor.
Russia's already our neighbor. This is where Greenland is. Russia's closer. Unless in your mind you think Alaska lives in a box next to Hawaii. No, I get it. We don't want Russia or China to take over Greenland. Oh, you know what we could do to deter it? Not through arrogance or conquest, but what if we formed like kind of an alliance with Denmark and Greenland? We could include all the North Atlantic nations. What would we call this? Like almost like a North Atlantic treaty organization that I don't know what we could, I guess we'll never know.